What up, fam? It's your girl Death coming to you today to go ahead and hurry up and bring y'all asses motherfucking episode 4 and 5. Look, we here now. Y'all gonna get 2 and 1, and then we're gonna be right on motherfucking track. And I will be doing a clause review. I don't know about Handmaid's Tale because motherfucking Alfred be pissing me off. I might. If y'all like Handmaid's Tale, please let me know and I'll do reviews on that. But I fell in love with Claude, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But real quick, shout out to my homeboy Russ. I'm wearing one of his shirts. If you want to go ahead and represent and support my homeboy, please go ahead and look in the description box below. I will have a link for his shirts. Like, I love it. I'm gonna get a black one, but nothing in the back. But there's all different types of stuff he got going on. So please support my boy Russ. I remember when we were like 14, 15, he was telling me how he wants to be a producer. And the nigga is about that shit. And he's still doing it 10 years later. So I'm proud of him. So had to support and had to let y'all know to go give my homie some love. Now, alright, so episode 4 starts off. It's the morning after Uncle Lump's party. Okay, Ashley and Michael talking about the shots that they took. Everybody's trying to recover. They was partying till 3 o'clock. Candiace actually heard whose dick Michael wanted to suck. She actually heard it. Her and Robyn are FaceTiming, and they don't really speak much about it. And so Candiace thinks that Robyn drunk ass forgot, but Robyn's like she's just going to try to forget it ever happened because her and Ashley are now in a good spot. So it's definitely about motherfucking wine. I mean, he definitely wants to slurp on that, all right? And Candiace says she's not telling anybody because she's newly married. She's just holding it for the right time. I know the fuck I would after all the shit that Ashley has done. Now, next scene, Gizelle starts journaling her feelings as her fake therapist said. She talks to her triplets. No, she doesn't have triplets, but they all look alike. She's talking to them about going to New Orleans to go visit the Whitley plantation, which is where her family, her great-grandparents or whatever used to actually work, or slave, really. Then she talks about Sherman, and the girls get upset because now they have to deal with Gizelle's bullshit and have her bitching at them and moaning at them and all the other type of shit. They were like, oh, man, you basically nicer when you got motherfucking Sherman around. Gizelle was taken aback by that, saying how she doesn't want her daughters to feel like they need a man to keep them happy, but sis, actions speak louder than words, and you act happier when you're with a nigga. Her daughters feel like they annoy her. That says a lot. Next scene, Candiace and Karen meet up at the dentist. This was so uninteresting. Their small sit downs or whatever so far this season has been fucking lackluster. Karen is impressed but hopeful with her and Gizelle. She's saying how she will go to New Orleans with them. Karen was talking about Ashley wanting to stop drinking and questioning if they really wanted to have a baby. Mind you, Ashley is the one who said that she was going to cut off drinking and how she stopped drinking for 2 months, then 2 weeks, then she's just drinking all the motherfucking time. She has been inconsistent with that. Okay? Let me just say this again. She has been inconsistent with that. But Candiace was basically saying how she looks at Karen as her surrogate mom. She looks at her as the relationship she always wanted from her actual mom. And of course, Karen's still not fucking with Ashley. Ain't studying that bitch as she shouldn't. Like, Ashley was doing too motherfucking much. So they go back to Michael and Ashley. Ashley's packing up, and Michael acts like he actually gives a damn how revealing or whatever the fuck she got on, what she wears. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Like, my nigga, just last night, you was grabbing on another man's ass and saying how he looks good. I know damn well you don't care that your wife goes out and does anything. You shouldn't care, at least. You wanted somebody else's peen the other night. Nah, to slurp on. Anyway, she's talked about how Karen or Monique has been avoiding her ass like the plague because, bitch, you are one. You toxic like one. And Michael tells her no shots. Alright, so then it's Candiace's mommy dearest scene. Candiace calls her mom on FaceTime to talk about boundaries. Basically, long story short, she said that they split the mortgage, supposedly, bitch, because her mama basically said that you been in the house for like 6-7 years, you ain't paid shit. Like, I'm sorry, if I I understand that she needs boundaries, yes, but it's just hard for me to empathize with a grown-ass woman who got married and stayed in her mama's motherfucking house and she's barely paying any bills. I can't. Saying how they stacking up they coin to leave. I think I said this in the last video. Sorry, but bro, that shit over here. How you gonna wait till last minute to get your shit together? You a grown-ass woman. What was the rush for? You spent over $100,000, or $200,000 or whatever the fuck on that fucking wedding when you could have just spent maybe 50, maybe at the 100,000. Got your mama to give you another 100,000 or whatever, since she has the coin like that, and just motherfucking put a down payment on a house. Priorities. You got a fabulous ass day and you ain't got shit to call your motherfucking own. That's just pathetic to me, but that's just my opinion. But whatever. Mommy Dearest says that Candiace is ungrateful and low-key confused on why she is the one creating boundaries. Because she's like, I mean, I don't need you. She doesn't. Her mama is very stable. Now, financially stable. Candiace says she doesn't want her mom throwing everything she does in her face. Well, sis, if you move the fuck out, she would have no leverage. You see how that works? Though, yes, she shouldn't be throwing nothing in your face, but then again, you shouldn't be talking to your mama crazy if you live in her motherfucking house. I'm just saying. And Mommy Dearest was right when she said most mamas would just back away and cut ties. You want boundaries, whatever you saying, all this, well, let me just back away and let you do all that. But if she does that, Candiace wouldn't have a business, her weave business. Candiace wouldn't have a fucking home. So I'm with Mommy Dearest with this one, okay? I'm with her with this one. Bitch, move the fuck out of my house. You don't like the way I talk to you? Move the fuck out of my house. I look at you like a kid because you are one. Because I take care of you like one. You and your husband. Sis, move. And I can't with the tears either. She annoys me every time I see that. The napkin, I just can't. Now, everybody was getting on her mama ass on why she said you married now. I feel like she said you married now. Like, bitch, you are a grown woman in a marriage relationship. Why are you crying to me right now over something? What? It's not that deep. Candiace was like, if you want to sell... She kept saying my house, you want to sell my house or whatever. Baby, that's not your house. That's not your house. Like I said, Mommy Dearest said she ain't paid for shit and she hangs up in her face. Next scene, Robyn talks about how Juan's going to be taking care of the kids while she's gone. I mean, I will hope so, bitch. Y'all live together and that is his children. I will hope he knows how to take care of his kids. Why do y'all congratulate niggas for taking care of their kids? Like, I would never. I can't relate. Robyn was saying how when she came back home that night, she said she got in trouble and basically stayed up all night fucking Juan to make up for it. But then Juan said how she needs to watch herself drinking while she's in New Orleans because them being all drunk like that is not attractive. It's not attractive. So, sis, that's the same man you want us to believe was fucking you all night long while you was piss-po-ass drunk. Baby, you don't have to lie to us. It's okay. You don't have to overcompensate. You don't. Because I doubt it. So Gizelle takes her daughter to the ubiquitous conference or whatever to show that they don't need no man and independence and all that type of shit. She asked Karen to come, which was nice of her because Karen's trying to get her business up and running. And poor Karen could not say ubiquitous to save her goddamn life. Karen was saying how she's hopeful with Gizelle and rekindling that relationship or friendship or whatever the fuck. Gizelle tells her about New Orleans. Karen tells her that she's open for it. It's a little soon, but she is open to it. And she's still grieving. She made it a point to tell her right then and there that she's still grieving. So Gizelle introduces Karen to one of the women who helped her get her Every Hue Beauty in Target stores. And the woman's asking Karen, appropriate questions about the business because she's a businesswoman. And Karen answers her because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. And Gizelle feels some type of way because she was just over there at Karen's house and Karen didn't really let her in on her business, but she did answer her and let her know that she would be one of the first people to know. Baby, this is a business. And I don't trust you, bitch. I don't trust you. So honestly, Gizelle is the type of woman whose life is so boring. She has no fucking storyline, so she just likes to just pick and pick and pick at people so she can't create her own fucking storyline. That's what she did with Monique, isn't it? Okay. Like, Gizelle, you have no right to be mad at anybody and feel any type of way because y'all are trying to build a friendship. Instead of being mad at Karen for not being comfortable enough to talk to you, and with giving you certain information, maybe if you did some soul searching, you would see what the fuck is wrong with you, that people don't feel comfortable and let you know what the fuck is going on in their life. And also take some accountability on the bullshit that you have done. So next scene, Karen and her wigologist or whatever are looking at these wigs, different color blondes and shit, platinum, all that type of shit. And Karen says how she wants braids. The nigga said, baby, we are booked, okay? Booked and motherfucking busy. And I guess Karen took that as a sign that she needs to do shit her own way. We'll get to that in a second. So everybody meets up at Gizelle's house to go to the airport. Gizelle done lost her damn voice. Karen pulls up with this god awful wig on. Braids sloppy as all hell. I know damn well that stylist didn't do that. And if he did, nigga, you is wrong for that. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you didn't do it. Okay? That looks like some shit. Look. Karen looked a fucking plum ass fool. And I was just telling myself, like, I just know she has a backup wig somewhere. Got to. Because that shit looked a fucking mess. And then Gizelle fake ass gonna compliment her hair. Listen, look. You don't have to be mean to let your friends know what's up and what's going on. You ain't gotta be mic'd up. Cameras ain't gotta be around. Sis, let's just go off to the corner real quick. Let me have my phone. Let me type something in my notes. Show it to you. Don't you wear that fuck ass wig tomorrow or the day after that. Well, how about when we get to our destination, you burn that bitch. Child. And also, Monique don't make it no better. Her confession was talking about some, her braids are connected to her scalp and Karen's is connected to her wig. Like, yes, ma'am, but you could have gave the woman who does your braids, you could have gave Karen a motherfucking hookup. Like, don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do this. Both Karen and Monique not worried about Ashley, and they would tell her hi and motherfucking bye because it is free to be cordial and it takes none type of energy to just say hello. But when it comes past that, that's it. They don't really fuck with that bitch. Robyn is constantly late. That shit is so disrespectful to always have somebody waiting on you and not even to text somebody, let them know, hey, I'm running late. You just gonna be late? They waiting on her. They flash back and Robyn is literally packing up her shit while everybody is preparing to go to the fucking airport. While on the bus on the way to the airport, Gizelle says how she has some house rules and basically everybody gotta do everything, no complaining, all that type of shit. And she calls Karen out for that, which I didn't really understand because I don't remember when Karen ever caused any issues. Somebody please refresh my memory, but I don't know why she even called Karen out. But it just goes to show that Gizelle is just petty and just wants to do shit just to do it. Then it flashes back to Robyn and then she's like, she still has to wash out her pink out of her hair. And they're still on the way to the fucking airport. Like, why the fuck could you not do that in New Orleans? That shit made us, like, she really rinsed that fucking pink out before she went to the airport. Robyn's just so fucking stupid. That bitch is just dull. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking dull. 2 hours before takeoff, bitch. 2 hours before takeoff, and you want to motherfucking wash out pink out of your hair? So Candiace says how she really needs a therapy session, and Ashley gonna say, oh, for you and your mom? And be shady in the confessionals about her mom and how she's just trying to help. Sis, I know you ain't talking about nobody with your bugaboo ass, crackhead ass mama. Isn't your mama the one who... Look, we not even about to even read your mama this, in this review. We ain't gonna read your mama, because your mama ain't did nothing yet this season, you know what I'm saying? You know, but yo, you can't talk about nobody's motherfucking mamas. Your mama doesn't have shit. Your mama doesn't have shit going for herself. And you are her get-rich-quick scheme, baby. You know that. That's why you knew your mama wasn't gonna drop the ball. But whatever, y'all. Ashley just gets on my goddamn nerves. So Robyn barely made it on a motherfucking flight. She 1 minute 1 minute before the motherfucking gate closed. That's when she made it. Time I was like, I need a drink. No, bitch. You need some fucking couth. You need some manners. Okay? That's what the fuck you need. You need some common fucking sense. You would never catch me missing a goddamn flight. I am there 2 hours before the goddamn flight leaves. Okay? That makes no fucking sense to me. I would never. I would fucking never. So they get to the hotel. Gizelle asks Katie if she would like to stay in the presidential suite for her, and then shades her in the confessions talking about something. She needs to keep an eye on her and things like that. That's a grown-ass fucking woman. I ain't gonna play. I'm not even about to even fucking entertain that shit. That's a grown-ass fucking woman. I wish the fuck somebody would tell me they need to keep an eye on me and I'm a grown-ass fucking woman. Girl, please. Girl, please. And Gizelle keeps self-proclaiming herself as the Creole queen. And I'm like, she doesn't even go here. Like, bitch, you're not from there. You went out there in the summers? Okay. Girl, please. So everybody getting situated, talking to their hubbies and whatnot. And Robyn talking to Juan and embarrassed the dog shit out of herself. This bitch told Juan she loved him about 3, 4, 11 times. And he, what? Y'all stop doing that over there. Yeah, no, what? Huh? What? Huh? Trying not to fucking let her know that he hears her. And then she's just like, hi, I said I love you. Why? I said I love you. Like, that was so embarrassing. And Juan talking about something he had low connection. Bitch, you ain't had no low connection. I ain't see that screen get chopped up at all. I ain't see no glitch, not a skip or nothing. Y'all signal was good. Probably on Wi-Fi. But all right, Juan, we see you. Karen talking to Mr. Ray, and he hyping her up, hyping up the braids. And you know what? When I saw this, I was like, she's going to keep the wig on. Her husband loves it. If her man loves it, who gives a fuck what anybody else think? So I was just like, oh, Lord. Look what the fuck you done did, Mr. Ray. So, real quick, something that I noticed with Gizelle and Robyn, they were in the suite or whatever, and Katie was like, hey, I'm about to go, smoke a cigarette or whatever. It's like, no matter what the fuck she does, they always find something to call out and point out. Like, she don't even be doing nothing, and they be talking about her. Like, all she did was smoke a cigarette. They were like, I should have asked what kind of camels or what. Bitch, who cares? Who cares? They making Katie out to be more than what the fuck I think she really is. So then you see it pans over to Candiace and Monique asks her if she's talked to her Chris. And Candiace says no, she wasn't able to reach him, and how her man is a workaholic. Maybe he's a workaholic because you ain't got no job. Or because you ain't doing nothing. Or because you ain't paying no bills. But I guess. So then they go to this cooking class, and the first thing they do is eat crawfish, and they have like a little tutorial on crawfish. And being that I'm from Louisiana, Slidell, you know what I'm saying? Eating crawfish is I mean, I don't see what's the big deal about it. But watching it on TV and seeing, people talk about, the different experience or whatever, or being freaked out, I'm like, wow, like, I never really realized that, that shit is not normal for some people. And it freaks some people out. But I'm like, girl, you don't suck on that head. And real quick, crawfish is not a meal to eat when you're starving. Okay? And if you are starving, you must get some potatoes and some corn. Okay? If you ain't got no potatoes or no corn, look, your nerves gonna be motherfucking bad doing all that goddamn work for this much motherfucking meat. And you hungry? Not smart. I always tell people, you don't go to a crawfish ball hungry. A crawfish ball is for a snack, okay? I don't give a damn. I can have a whole thing just this big and I'm still hungry. A crawfish ball is a snack. That's just a little bit of tidbit information for y'all. I don't give a fuck where you from. For me, it's a goddamn snack. Potatoes or not, it's a goddamn snack. I digress. They cooking together, they're cooking the alligator and everything, and then they eat the food that they made. So while they're sitting down eating, Gizelle brings up the fact that Karen was able to support her at her ubiquitous conference, and then starts talking about how Karen was telling a stranger her business. It's a stranger. Like, the stranger is just some cameo type of bitch. Like she has no importance. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just a bitch off the street. No, ma'am. She's not a stranger. She's your business partner. So she's not a stranger. Right? So to say, you gonna tell a stranger all your business, I ask you, we supposed to be friends, Karen. We supposed to be friends. Just because we friends, I mean, I have to let you know shit. And as a friend, you should respect my wishes and respect what I do and what I do not want to tell you. Gizelle honestly is just picking a fight with her. Karen's like giggling or whatever, like enjoying her food. She's like, "What's she laughing for? What's so funny?" Like, just combative. And Karen honestly is confused. The shit just came left field. Karen's trying to enjoy her alligator. Okay, she don't know what the fuck is going on. So Karen was trying to tell her how now she's at the point where she can speak on it. She can actually talk about her business style. But Gizelle don't want to hear that. Gizelle is an irrational type of motherfucker. She just wants to be mad. There's some people that's it. They just want to be mad. So you cannot deter them from it. That's just who the fuck they are. That's what the fuck they want to be at that moment. So no matter what you say, one track minded. Like I said, Karen's confusing where this is coming from. She said business is business, friendship is friendship. She's not trying to intertwine the two. And Gizelle asking Karen, do you really want to be my friend? Do you really want to be my friend? I thought they were supposed to be working on it. And I thought Karen let it be known that they are trying to work on it. Did y'all not just do some juvenile ass shit talking about what y'all's secrets are? Come on. And Karen's whole thing is, you just don't like the answer that I gave you at my house. And Gizelle just keeps interrupting her. I love me some old heads, okay? She said, we're gonna dance. We're gonna do this. We're gonna motherfucking dance around this bitch. You got me hyped, okay? She doesn't see why Gizelle had to bring up to the group. This is what the fuck she does. All of what Gizelle said was really bullshit. And Karen walks off because she's over it. She's like, look, I'm done. Gizelle always has a motive. And she walks away. Candiace runs after her. And then here goes Gizelle's green-eyed minion. She don't get it. She just doesn't understand. Karen just doesn't understand. Girl, can you, like, remove your lips off of Gizelle's clitoris for 1 millisecond? That's all. That's all we ask for. All right. Boom, bam, boom. That's episode 4. Episode 5. Episode 5. All right. So we resume with Karen going outside and Candiace talking to her, trying to calm her down. But Karen just explains to Candiace how she's not going to tell Gizelle all of her business, because Gizelle is constantly making fun of her, always coming at her. Basically, Karen was saying how she changes for a little bit, says her sorry, and then as soon as she gets an audience, she goes right back on the same bullshit. She thanks Candiace for coming out there to check on her and says how she's ready for them to go ahead and go inside to deal with the bullshit. So they come in, Gizelle just starts saying how she wasn't trying to be malicious, then keeps interrupting Karen and saying how she doesn't care about her business, which she does. You do care about her business. That's literally where the fucking conversation originates. You meant that she told somebody else her business and not you. That's not fair. Karen did a really good job with breaking it down nicely. It's like, look, we'll get there, Gizelle. We are not there yet. Thanks her again for the opportunity. Thanks her again for introducing her to her business partner. And then says, you know, the last thing she thought she was doing was offending Gizelle by conversing with her business partner. Very mature. And then Gizelle talking about, oh yeah, how she did a good job and how she's been working hard on her compassion and therapy. You was interrupting her the entire time and you started bullshit with her for no reason. What you mean compassion? But nonetheless, that was a segue for Candiace to say how she needs to get into contact with Gizelle's therapist, and then goes on to telling everybody her motherfucking business and telling them how her mom just called her a dumbass bitch. Low key, I get a tease that Candiace is really woe is me. Woe is me. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, her mama called her a dumbass bitch. That is ridiculous and that is foul. And I was kind of with Katie when she was like, call that bitch up and say, fuck you the dumbass bitch, and hang up again. But you know, I understand parents, whatever the fuck. But I don't know. I just get a tease that she just wants us to feel bad for her. move out your motherfucking mama house. You're not 16 anymore. Okay? Maybe if you were, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I really feel like once you cut the ties and y'all have time away from each other, apart, and you're not depending on her anymore, then y'all can be able to talk like adults. Then y'all can actually try to build a relationship, because now you're not dependent on your mama's titty. Okay? So, like I told y'all, her tears, her feeling, but what was fucked up, she said that her mom diagnosed her as bipolar when she was 10 years old. But basically how having a parent as a therapist, you need to get a therapist, because I'm sure that's mind fucking and they're always trying to diagnose you. So that I do feel for her with, because that's not fucking cool. But, you know, Candiace always giving them free ammo for her. They ain't gotta dig deep or nothing. She's just, boom, just throwing boomerangs. Throwing boomerangs. She don't give a damn. And whenever they get mad, it's gonna circle right back and come to bite her in the ass. And I actually already doing it with her ass, but she already doing it. But I do agree with Ashley when she said that Mommy Dearest need her motherfucking license revoked. Like, I knew she had an issue with Candace's brother. The bitch had problems, and the bitch didn't need to be telling nobody how they should live their motherfucking life, okay? Candace was saying how she doesn't know if she even wants kids, if she even wants to put them through all this. But Karen was saying how she really hopes that Candace and her mom are able to break the cycle and able to fix their relationship, because she knows how it is without having a mother in this world. It's a little different from her, because she had a good relationship with her mom, but she's still coming from a good place. I see what she meant. When we get back to the hotel, Candace goes back to the suite with Gizelle and Katie. And Gizelle basically asked for the 411 with Karen, because Karen will tell her a goddamn thing. Now, I was low-key side-eyeing this when I first saw it. I was just like, Candace, you better not tell her no shit. And she didn't. Candace, that's how you be. She didn't tell her too much. She didn't disrespect Karen at all. She was very neutral. It was like, this is what you should do. She needs to come from a place of understanding and not challenge Karen. Give her a moment. Let her fucking be. Damn. Like, you always coming after her. Just let it go. And then here goes Gizelle in her confessionals. So she has the right to be mad at Karen, and how Karen fooled with her first, and how she ain't fooled with Karen. And then had the audacity to motherfucking ask the producer to confirm the information. And the producer was looking like, no. She's like, well, what I did? Erica Lyles? Oh, yes. Never mind. Pizzagate? Okay. The t-shirt. Oh. Next question. Yeah, bitch, next question. You foul as fuck. You was foul as shit all last season. Like, how dare you try to motherfucking make it seem like Karen did something to you, when all y'all did was drag her. Child, please. Karen is in her room and telling us how it's been 2 months since her dad had passed away. So it's really hard for her right now. Meanwhile, here goes Gizelle, annoying ass, fucking bothering her. Like, you never know what people are going through and how they grieve. So Gizelle was just annoying as shit this episode. Gizelle was saying how Karen is defensive, and then Candace was like, well, yeah, she's always been like that. Like, what's different about that? While she's mourning, just let her chill. Stop fucking with her. Katie asked if they think that Ashley is pregnant, and Candace tells them how she don't feel like she's really trying to get pregnant, basically, and how if she had a cold uterus and was trying to have a baby and seeing all these other type of Japanese doctors, she would be cautious and she wouldn't be drinking. Candace makes a good point. Although you can definitely get pregnant while drinking. I mean, there's crackheads who have kids. I mean, we all know that. But Ashley still is the one who said that she was going to cut back. And I hate when I watch shows like this and people don't articulate themselves correctly well, or like while in the middle of an argument. Like, she should have said, I mean, yeah, drink however, but you said that you weren't drinking because you wanted to have a baby. I didn't say that, you did. But it's gonna come back and bite her in the ass eventually. And Candace was saying low-key she doesn't think that they really want to have a baby anyway, because Michael really wants to slurp on somebody else's sausage. So there goes that. Day 2 in New Orleans. Ashley calls her mom to tell her that she's got her period. Then decides to tell us how she's about to get fucked up and then go back home to her sugar gramps. Like, we know this, sis. Like, get your bag, honey. Do what you gotta do, but we don't care. Once again, I would like to see Ashley's storyline be something else of her humping on her sugar gramps. it's been played out. I don't care. Nobody cares. Talk about singing or something. Karen and Monique, they're having breakfast and talking about Monique's pregnancy. And Monique says how she's excited to have her rainbow party. She was saying how people were just telling her, oh, congratulations on her rainbow baby. And when she looked it up, she saw that a rainbow baby is a baby that is conceived after a miscarriage. So they're having a party. All their families coming to live with them in their house, this and that. And then she's going to be seeing her mother-in-law that she really still don't fuck with, but she got to do what she got to do so her husband, her kids can have a good relationship with their grandmama and their mama, of course. So bite the bullet and do all that. But she was saying how her mama-in-law never apologized to her for calling her a heifer, and she won't. Just let it go, move on. Basically, Karen and Monique was saying how they trust each other and how they're both there for each other. And Karen apologized for her and the ladies for not rallying behind Monique after she had her miscarriage. Now they should have been there for her a little more. And Monique was just like, no, and how they trust each other. And I was like, not enough, sis. Because how say you trust her or y'all trust each other and you can't even let that woman know that her hair looked a fucking mess. Like, come on. Come on. You gonna shade her in the confessional, but like I said, you couldn't put her over to the side, show her your phone, and be like, sis, don't wear that shit again. You didn't even have to say it on the mic. You could have texted to her, at least. But whatever. Y'all trust each other. So everybody meets up to go to the plantation, and Ashley throws shade at Candiace's outfit because saying how she has on coochie cutters and to respect our ancestors or something like that. Like, sis, our ancestors know how fucking hot it is outside. And I don't know if y'all know motherfucking Louisiana heat, but that shit, that humidity, bitch, I would have wore the same motherfucking thing. Like, what? Our ancestors are like, we have rights now. I'm sure they wouldn't have given a fuck what the bitch is wearing. Nonetheless, on the way there, they're talking about Gizelle's dad, and then they're showing different flashbacks of him, how he's legendary and how he has done a lot for the black community. Did anybody catch how Gizelle said how he's done a lot for the blacks? I don't know why, that just made me side eye. Like, why the fuck you saying the blacks? I don't know, that shit was just weird. Yeah, it is. It's weird. Robyn was saying how she's grateful for the opportunity so all of us can see what our ancestors have been through. And then Ashley kind of puts her on blast like, Robyn, didn't you have your ancestry or whatever the fuck done? What were the results of that? And she was like, yeah, she does have a little bit of European in her. And Katie, because remember they had a little spats out a couple years ago, and Katie was telling Robyn that you don't come out of Africa looking the way you do, which I still side-eye that comment as well. But the bitch was right, because Robyn is, what, 59% European or whatever? But Robyn was trying to explain that it's not the same as her and Katie. Katie has a black dad and a white mom. Robyn has two black parents that just have a little bit of white in them because they greats were raped by the goddamn slave master. And how she was saying her ethnicity and how she is raised, she is a black woman, which I understand that. I mean, maybe makes perfect fucking sense to me. But Katie ain't say much, which she could have, but she ain't say much, and she just looked off to the side, but she just smiles. She still really don't identify with us. I don't care. I really don't give a damn if she does or not. We don't need her. Nonetheless, Gizelle's dad is looks damn good for 80 years old too, and he knows it with his cocky ass. He gives them a tour. He's a really good storyteller. I'm glad Bravo showed everything like the chains, artifacts. Over 2,000 children just in that parish alone had passed away due to slavery. And then talking about the women who were violated, including Gizelle's great-great-grandma. So in the midst of him telling these stories or whatever about having to put up collateral and having to borrow money, Gizelle's petty ass daddy gonna point out Karen was like, you know something about that, right, Karen? And low key, Robyn was me. I would have been in the background like, oh shit. Fucked up, yes. Low key, I probably would have laughed, but it was fucked up. That wasn't cool. And Karen a lot better than me because she kept her cool and she kept calm, because I would have cussed his old ass out. I don't give a fuck. Bravo would have had some good content that motherfucking day. But it was highly unnecessary, and you can just tell Karen's like energy was just gone. Like he really ruined her spirit with that. Like he didn't have to say anything about her, and she really didn't even have to go be on that trip. So, but whatever. Y'all, I laughed so hard when Gizelle was doing her little interview, while having her in the background, you see her tripping, walking down the stairs. Like, that shit was funny. Because Bravo made it a point to show twice Gizelle falling and tripping on her goddamn feet. And that shit was just so funny to me that they caught both of that. So then they get to the hotel and Gizelle gets out her props and she's passing out boas and Mardi Gras masks because she's saying how they gonna act like it's Mardi Gras. Even though it's not, they gonna live it up like it is. And then it flashes over to Karen in her room talking to Mr. Ray. And once again, he's boosting that foul-ass wig again. But whatever, that's his job. But I just want to know, why did she say Afrocentric? Nothing about that fucking platinum, fucked-up-ass wig was Afrocentric. I just need her to do better. She was telling Ray how she feels like she's drained and she has too much death around her. So she told the ladies on the way back from the plantation that she wasn't gonna be able to make it because she just needs some time to herself, which is understandable. She just lost 2 parents in the last 2 months. Then it flashes over to Monique. She's on the phone with Chris. One thing that just bothers me, it's like I like Chris and Monique's relationship, but there's a lot of shit that Chris be doing. It just be small, but I just always be side-eyeing. Like, he just be acting like he's her fucking daddy. Not like Zaddy, but like her fucking father, and that shit is just annoying. Like, she burped and he was like, "Did you just burp?" Excuse me would have been more appropriate. Like, nigga, this bitch is a whole pregnant. Like, she's pregnant. Like, let her do whatever the fuck what I don't know. So then they go downstairs to meet up before going out, and Gizelle's walking and trips while walking. No stairs around, no nothing. Trips on her own fucking feet. I died. Katie's wearing a corset. Ashley's about to go to the pool. Fucking what the fuck was what the fuck was Candiace wearing? Candiace, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they was wearing. Just, it seemed like Monique was really the only one who was really dressed appropriate for a fucking club, and that bitch was the pregnant one. Like, they just looked a mess. But Gizelle goes on Instagram and looks on Karen's IG and starts really questioning if she's grieving or not, and who grieves like this. Why would you be on IG? Why are you talking to strangers instead of being out here with us? Bitch, because I don't have to be down there with no strangers. How about I can just say hello, goodbye, thank you in a matter of 10 minutes and then get the fuck off the phone and go bring my ass to sleep. Or maybe nobody wants to be around y'all. Like, I don't, like, Gizelle just wants a fucking argument. Gizelle has no storyline. Her life is boring, so she's gonna keep on picking at whomever the fuck so she can get some fucking attention. It was very fucked up that she was even questioning Karen's grieving process or anything like that. Like, everybody grieves differently, so for her to be like, "Oh, is she really grieving?" That was fucked up and beyond childish and ridiculous. Oh, and then while talking about Karen in the confessional, she shades her wig. Like, y'all are so fake. Bitch, didn't you compliment her wig yesterday? And I'm still stuck on the fact that nobody put Karen to the side and told her to not be in front of the camera like that. Like, y'all hoes really let this woman go to New Orleans all fucking week with her wig like that? Come on. Friends. How many of us have them? I mean, Jesus. But nonetheless, they get ready to go, and of course Robyn isn't ready, which is just sad, and Gizelle just tells her, just meet us there. So then they go to the bar, and they were like, shots. And Ashley was like, oh, I promised Michael I wouldn't take any shots. And somebody said, oh, boo. And that bitch was like, okay, don't tell him. Like, bitch, ain't nobody have to pull your leg with no shit. Like, you want to do it, please. Girl, yeah, they have a lot of fun. They take a bunch of shots, and Monique is like, she glad that she pregnant because they just getting all the type fucked up. They go back to Gizelle and Katie's suite for an after party, and they take more shots and they drink more alcohol. So Gizelle brought some beads, and she's throwing them at everybody. And of course, as everybody knows, to get some beads, and really, that's really a New Orleans thing, because I ain't never seen nobody flash no titties in Slidell, but I digress. But you show your titties or whatever, and they throw you some fucking beads like this is Jerry Springer. And I saw a lot of people talk about Katie's titties and call them flapjacks and all that type of shit. women at that, and I think that's disgusting, because how dare anybody talk about anybody's motherfucking titties or anything with a woman, especially the woman had 3 kids, and she said she breastfed all 3 kids. So excuse her that her titties aren't perky, and then y'all be wondering why a motherfucker wants to get something changed with their body. Yeah, you supposed to have self-worth and all that type of bullshit, but for people, I see it on the internet, and even the people that I watch that vlogs or whatever was talking about her titties, I think it was very distasteful, and y'all need to do better. Nonetheless, Katie showed her titties and showed Ashley's, but they were all having fun and this and that. And while all that's going on, Gizelle tells Ashley Candiace doesn't think that she's trying to get pregnant. Ashley act like she all shocked and hurt after all the dirty, grimy shit that she said and done to everybody else. Like, is anybody gonna forget how last season she basically said that it was Monique's fault that she got a miscarriage? That bitch, now that was foul. Me saying that you not really trying to get pregnant because you keep opening fucking beers and alcohol after you said you wasn't gonna be drinking alcohol. That's not me being foul. That's me being observant, bitch. That's all. I don't know if Candiace was just drunk or she just don't know how to fucking argue, but I hate seeing shit like that because she really had a good point, but she wasn't conveying herself good at all. Like, I was like, tag me in. I'll tell the bitch what the fuck is going on and why you doing the shit, but whatever. Everybody's kissing Ashley's ass. Even Monique was had Ashley's back and saying how, yeah, even crackheads can have a baby, you can get pregnant, and while drinking, it's time for Ashley to be in a hot seat. Yes, Monique, it's time for Ashley to be in a hot seat. So can you please shut the fuck up and let Candiace do what the fuck she needs to do? Or if you're gonna hop in, can you hop in on Candiace's side? Like, why is everybody on Ashley's side after all the shit that she fucking did to y'all? Everybody kissing her ass, and that shit is just really annoying the fuck out of me. So I had to come up here and do it for y'all because this shit is whack. Ashley, how dare you talk about anybody? I don't give a damn. Your miscarriage woes doesn't really, that wouldn't tilted me neither here nor there. Everybody kissing her ass. Bogus. And I know for a fact if Karen was there, she would at least been and had Candiace's back, because she felt the same way in episode 4 and was questioning if they really want to have a baby in the first place, because she keeps drinking after she said it's hard for her to get pregnant, so her doctor told her not to drink. And then she was like, oh, who are you, a doctor? Are you a doctor? No, bitch, I'm not a doctor, but you told me your doctor is the one who motherfucking told you not to drink. So whatever. Talking about she's digging at her, judging her, how it's unfair. Like, girl, fuck you. Like, I cannot stand Ashley. Ashley is fucking annoying as shit. And anybody who likes Ashley, I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of you. Ugh. Candiace is saying how she's gonna hold in the fact that your husband wants to slurp on somebody else's dick while you was in the room. She better than look. She better than me, because I would have said it right then and there. But she must be holding in. Don't make it seem like she's just holding in because she doesn't want to hurt Ashley's feeling. Oh, no, bitch. She's waiting for the right time to tell it. Honestly, I would have said it right then and there. But if she didn't say it then, I'm just curious as to when she's going to say it. Because it'll definitely be karma for Ashley's annoying ass. But I think that's all I have. Clauses coming on Handmaid's Tale. Once again, I don't know if I'm going to do Handmaid's Tale, because Offred gets on my fucking nerves. But thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe if you fucks with me. And I shall fuck with y'all in the next video. Bye.